Today on Smackeys Garage, we're going to be replacing the clutch on my 2004 CRF250. This is going to be a nice simple project. We're going to be replacing what's in there now, which are a bunch of stuck clutch discs with a Hinson kit. We're going to go ahead and look at some interesting tools to do this as well. So let's go ahead, let's jump into it. So this is my first bike. I'm taking everything apart, completely rebuilding it. One of the things that I noticed when I originally took it apart is the clutch was stuck and wasn't moving. The oil's definitely old. I've replaced that, but it's still getting hung up a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to replace this clutch quickly. It's not a big project and should be really easy to do. You don't even need to drain the oil if you don't want to. With that, let's go ahead, lay the bike on the ground and get to it. Now, to do this without changing the oil, clutch cover is here. We're going to go ahead and put it on the ground. I'm going to just go ahead and take the kickstand up because it is a X model. I'm just going to lay it down. There we go. And now, because I'm laying on the ground like this, I can get at this and open it up without having to worry about changing the oil. But I did just drop a ton of gas. All right, we are done leaking gas. So now we can go ahead and take this off. So the easiest way is to pull this first. You can do this without this on, but you know, it's worth taking it off. Just makes it a little bit easier. All right, so this should be an 8mm. 8mm Allen. All right, now moving on to the next step. I actually designed this part here to soak the clutch discs or the clutch plates in so that they can soak in oil for 24 hours before you need to put them in the bike. So this allows them to get plenty lubed up, and it really minimizes the amount of oil you need to do this project. So if you're looking for something like this, I'll have it linked on my website on Smackey's Garage. I'm building one for the CRF250 and also the CRF450. All right, so I got the new clutch packs here from Hinson. We're gonna go ahead and use this tool here to coat them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put them in here, leave it overnight, and then we'll install them on the bike. So you can see, really simple tool, really simple part. All you do is take this, you can pour oil in here. My goal on designing this was really to minimize the amount of oil used. So you can see, it doesn't take a lot of oil to cover everything. It's gonna take some time to flow though. At the end, I'm curious, I'm actually gonna take this and see how much oil it used to cover everything. You can see, I got a little spillage that's there. Maybe a little spout on the edge would make it easier to pour everything out when it's over, but should be pretty good to cover it and now sit in oil. Now I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit and then we'll go ahead and get them ready to get on the bike. Put this here so it stays on that washer. Then we're gonna go ahead and take this cover off here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and so we have the clutch packs in here. We're going to take out these bolts here. I believe they're 10mm springs with it, and we're going to replace the springs as well. So I missed a recording of this, but essentially just take out those 5 bolts. I use this small impact here just to undo them. Really easy. You take those out, then you take out the springs with them, and now they're sitting on the bench. All right, let's go ahead and take these out, and I'm betting as I take them out, they're going to be pretty well stuck together. So you can see the entire pack came out as one. So the oil is holding them together. But this is part of the problem. The oils can hold them together some, but they really shouldn't be like completely stuck together like this. But luckily we're replacing all these. All right, now with all the clutch packs out, you can see the springs are definitely longer in the Hinson clutch kit, and they're gonna be a little bit harder to get in, but they will be better. Now all the clutch steels are here, clutch packs are sitting in here. They've been sitting in there overnight, so we're ready to go ahead and put everything back together. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna take these, swap these over. A little bit more of a pain to get these in, but you know, it is doable and you will have stronger springs. Now the other place I'm gonna check for wear is on the other side here, if there's a lip or anything here, but this side actually looks pretty good. It looks like there isn't any damage to it and can just be reused. So something to watch out for. Now in this clutch kit, you don't use these rings here in the bottom. So I'm gonna actually take them out and we're gonna replace them. There's one, Last one is right there. I'm gonna get it out with a little pick. All right, now without that out, I'm gonna go ahead and inspect these, see, so the clutch basket on mine does have a good amount of wear on it. So that's something I'm probably gonna end up filing or replacing in the future, but yeah, some of them do, some of them don't. Now, putting this back together, I need to start and end with the fiber plates. So we're gonna go ahead and get this in. Everything should be all set on the bench, ready to come over and install. All right, for these, Judder ring is out, so there's no ring there anymore. We're gonna go ahead and we have to do alternating rings with the fiber and the metal ring. And we need to end on the fiber. Ring 2. Now for this, it's really as simple as just putting your finger in and here, oops, and lifting one out. Metal ring. These are definitely much tighter tolerances than the ones that were in there. You can see it's not as straightforward as getting in. I mean, these ones, yeah, definitely tighter tolerance. Last one, then we can put the plate back on the top. Then we're ready. Plate back on the top. It's time for screws. Yeah, these springs are definitely longer, so you're gonna have to push down harder to get them on. Now, my rule is never start anything with the impact. So I have to push these into place and get them to bottom out and start the screw. Center those springs as best as I can. And 108 inch-pounds now. All right, all set. Now just put the cover on, check it out. I'm gonna put this back on. We're gonna check to make sure the clutch works. All right, let's stand it up. Definitely a stronger clutch pull. Let's drop it into gear. Okay, I'm in first. Clutch, still dragging a good amount, but let's get some shoes on and test this out. All right, exactly what you'd expect from a new clutch. Seems to be working fine. So with that, gonna go ahead and break it in. But thanks for tuning in this week on Smackeys Garage. I'll see you next time.